Hi everyone, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I am just sharing with you a little bit about our back to school experience. We are back in school from our break, from our winter break, and just kind of learned from the first time of starting school. Our first day of school, back at the beginning of the school year in August, I literally got the curriculum and then jumped right into school the next day, and it was an epic fail, in my opinion. It was very hard on myself and on my girls, and I feel like we all felt the tension, the pressure, and the anxiety and everything that came with the change of a new school year getting started. So coming back from winter break, I incorporated a couple of different things that I thought would really help us kind of just ease into things much better, and they work. So I wanted to get on here and share them with you because we've been back in school a couple of days now and things are going smoothly. We jumped right in. Here are the different things that I did, and I wanted to share them as I mentioned with you. So here are my tips, and I really feel like they'll be good to use anytime that we are taking a week break or longer. And so the first thing was just mindset. Number one is like mindset. Start preparing our mind to get ready to return back to school, right? And this is just involved talking about it. For me, it was talking to my kids about school's going to be starting in a couple of days. Just want to get you ready. Start thinking about that. Just keeping it simple, not going overboard, but just kind of reminding them that the break is going to be ending and we're going to get back to school soon. The second thing would be to just kind of do those last minute fun things that you hadn't done or that you want to do before school gets started. So for us, it was just spending a little bit more time outside because we had some beautiful days, and it was also like making blueberry muffins and just doing those last minute fun things that you can do and just kind of enjoy the moment, take your time, and enjoy that quality time with one another before you turn from mom back into teacher or parent back into teacher. The third thing I would say is to kind of get your morning routine and your evening night routine back on track. A lot of times we go on vacation, we go on break, and we really relax. The kids can stay up a little bit later. They sleep in a little bit longer. You're not on such a structured schedule where you need to be somewhere at a certain time or start something at a certain time, with work schedules and things like that all involved. And so also a few days before out, 2 or 3 days before out, I'd start working on getting back to your regular schedule that you have while you're having school, basically. So morning routine, getting up, making sure that, breakfast at a certain time or that people are dressed by a certain time. And also same thing for evening, bedtimes, being in full effect, and so that they can get the rest that they need, which will help with the morning routine so they're not sleeping in too late and they're waking up earlier, and you can start your day and have a productive morning. Next up would be to begin your homeschool first day back at a latter part of the week. So if you do homeschool Monday through Friday, to start like in the midweek, Wednesday or Thursday. And for us, we started on Thursday, which worked out great because basically we're easing into homeschool again. And with Thursday, you're having homeschooled twice, and then you're getting another quick break turnaround for the weekend. So starting midweek or later in the week, 2 or 3 days of homeschool versus a full week is another great benefit that I see that worked really well for me and my family and our kids. It was just a breath of fresh air because it is kind of hard sometimes adjusting and getting back in the flow, and versus just rushing in head on with a full week. You have the opportunity of just doing a couple of days and really taking it easy. Also, will add in extra breaks during the first day or two. So we have our regular schedule where we're doing certain subjects for a certain amount of time. Usually we're getting the basics done. There are days that we do unschooling, which is just kind of learning through life as you're living. And that's kind of how I started teaching my oldest daughter when she was 3 years old. But for what we're doing right now, we're doing a structured curriculum plan. And I do tweak it as necessary, but what we do is a certain amount of time set for each subject so we kind of stay on pace. And I've just incorporated some extra breaks this first day. So we don't necessarily have to get through the full curriculum. So the next step would be to make sure that you end on time, whatever time you set, whether it's noon, whether it's 1, whether it's 2 or 3 o'clock, whatever your schedule is, whatever your hours are, just make sure you end your day on time. Don't stress about if you didn't get everything done that you had planned that day. Go ahead and end right on time those first couple of days. I know sometimes we start a little late, sometimes we start a little early, sometimes we go over, sometimes we end a little sooner depending on my work schedule and what we have going on around the house and things that need to get done. But go ahead and end on time those first couple of days. It just kind of makes it that much more easier to get back into the flow of things. Another thing I like to do with my kids on the first day back is talk about the fun that we had over the break and why we had a break, or whatever the reason was we had a break, and the importance of the break, and how valuable that is, but also just the value that they get from learning and growing their minds also, and how important it is that, you know, we're back in school, we're back learning the basics as well. And so we talk about that and the fun that it has. And I also set proper expectations. To set proper expectations is really key. I know for my kids who like to know the plan per se, they kind of have my personality where they like to know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And so I like to set expectations with them on when is the next break going to happen? What does that look like? What will be the holiday or the reason for the break, and they have something to look forward to, and to work hard, play hard, right? And so we like to talk about our future plans, our future breaks, and things that we're looking forward to doing as a family on the next vacation. And finally, the last thing that worked really good for us this time coming back, which was just our first time coming back from a break, since this is just going into my second semester of traditionally homeschooling my kids, is to celebrate the wins for that day. Like, to celebrate the fact that you had a great day, whatever those things were. So whether or not you think your day was great coming back on the first day from a break or vacation back into homeschooling, find 1 or 2 things. There's probably at least 1 or 2 things that you can celebrate with your kids, and acknowledge those things, because that makes it fun. That makes it exciting for them, I think, when they are rewarded for the things that they did do good, that they're rewarded for their achievement, whether it's words of praise, whether it's a small token, or even a treat. For us, we do stickers a lot of time, and so my kids got Tiger Terrific stickers, and they were so excited to get the stickers to celebrate our return back to school, and for just having a really great, successful day. So those are my tips and tricks for easing back into the school year after you've taken some time off. I hope you guys have found them helpful. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm so happy that you decided to watch the video today. And hey, if it's your first time watching my video, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video. We'd love for you to join our community. You can do so by clicking the button below, and make sure you click that bell button as well so that we can notify you of our next videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.